G'day everybody, welcome back to Enshrouded and welcome back to a very fine morning here in Wistful Fields. I hope you guys are doing well. We have a lot of work to do in this episode and the name of the game really is going to be books and a lot of it. So I have tried to make as much as I can. I have sort of run out of material, so I'm sort of in the middle of preparing even more materials for even more books, but I sort of need to wait on some of those materials. So paper is actually limiting us quite a bit, and then secondly, it'll probably be the leather as well. I mean, I've got a little bit of leather coming along right now, and I do have a little bit of leather in storage, but almost no paper whatsoever. So we're going to have to wait for that if we want to make more books, but I'm hoping that at the very least, we have what it takes for the library. Just the library. I'll be happy to settle for just completing the library. I mean, it's getting there, but we need a little bit more, obviously. So let's get to it, shall we? I've, as you can see, got a lot of books in the inventory. So let's get cracking. So I might start with some of these bigger leaning books because they need quite a bit of space, I guess, to be able to, you know, work or to be able to fit in certain spaces. So not all shelves will be able to take these ones. So we could probably work on these first and sort of determine, you know, where these need to go. Actually, that's probably not the best spot for it because I think we need to turn it around a little bit. Yeah, like that. Okay. Another thing is I need to try and grab some fossils and stuff, but maybe in the absence of fossils, we could also put some books on some of these fossil stands. That's just, you know, the thought that I currently have at the moment, just to populate the space. Okay, and maybe another one, like maybe smack bang in the middle, like that. There. Okay. So I do have more, obviously, but I don't really want to go too crazy on the leaning books because, obviously, they all sort of look the same because the books are sort of leaning the same way. So, yeah, don't want too much of it. So we'll start using the normal rows of books and see how we go. I've sort of not really left much space to work with there. I might need to use some of these single books, and we'll see if we can sort of populate the space with these. This one's gonna have to be squashed in a little bit. That's fine. Yeah, just trying to mix things up as much as possible, you know? I want to try and rotate these a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I mean, having some of the books a little offset might give us a little bit of character. Maybe a stack of books on the bottom. Like that. Maybe it can be a little bit messy there. And there are certain gaps, obviously, that I haven't really filled. And there is a reason for that, is because I do want to maybe put some other stuff there, not necessarily have it all just be books. Yeah, and I'm sort of hoping that we might end up with too many books and we can use the remaining books to decorate some of the other spaces that would need books as well. I mean, I'm thinking Oswald's room is pretty barren right now. Probably needs a few things to be put in there. One thing that I haven't prepared, though, between episodes is the other knickknacks that might be able to go into different rooms. So if we do need things for decoration, then we're going to have to craft that in this episode. But we'll cross that bridge if and when we get there. Yeah, I'm thinking I've got plenty of books. Nice. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Okay, we are actually coming along pretty quickly. Thought it might take a little bit longer, but I don't mind. And I was sort of thinking about, you know, if we didn't have enough books, which I don't think that's going to be the case, but if we do have a bit of time, what do we do next? I'm not 100% sure just yet. I don't think I want to go back to taming animals, so we might be looking for those lost souls. It's about time, I think, that we try to look out for them. And that should help us, you know, determine what sort of space we're going to need in Wistful Fields to accommodate said lost souls. So we might do that. Okay, we'll leave those gaps, as I said. Let's try and keep going for this shelf here. Okay, I'm not sure if I will be able to get a book in there. That can fit, but it sort of doesn't really look good poking out. So I wonder if I could maybe put this down first and then the big bunch after. Yeah, I think that works. I feel like I'm hearing something. Is that rain outside? Ah, it is. Okay. Actually, can I fit more books in this shelf? I don't think I can, since it's actually a hidden door or a secret door. Okay, we'll leave a little bit of space there for something else. Alright, we are looking really good in this library actually, so the only thing remaining is just a few additional knickknacks to be put into some of the shelves, but let's focus on that a little bit later, and let's actually get the additional books that we have in place. It's a little dark on this side, isn't it? I feel like I'm missing a candle. Perhaps. So speaking of candles, perhaps maybe I can just make a wall-mounted one. Comfort, maybe? I keep forgetting where to find illumination when I'm searching for for stuff. Okay, yeah. I need candles. I guess I have some candles, but they might be stashed into a storage chest that isn't magical. Like maybe this one? Yeah, so I've got a few. I should be able to make what I need. Oh, just to give you guys an idea of what I've been working on as well is, as you can see, I've got heaps of flax. I'm trying to regrow some rubos because I don't really have a lot. And one critical thing that's changed in here is the addition of this storage box. And it's one of those very large ones, but I've made this a magical storage box. And the reason for that is because, well, I keep farming for stuff and I end up with a lot of ingredients. So I'm trying to make space for a lot of, you know, food-related ingredients. Okay, let's make that candle. Again, let's try and focus ourselves here. Make sure that we try and place down all of these books. I just need to find Cade again. Alright, let's not fuss too much and let's just spawn him in front of us. So, I'm not gonna go too crazy this time, because I don't know how many wall-mounted candles I want. I probably need, you know, quite a few more, but I might sort of work on that as I need it. But yeah, so I want a candle there, I reckon, just to brighten up this side. I could perhaps maybe get some candles going over this side as well. So yeah, let's maybe do a couple more. Yeah, we want to try and brighten up the space. So one over there. One over there. I assume that's symmetrical. And then I might be able to move Balthazar's bed a little bit, just to have it a little bit more center. Doesn't have to be too crazy, something like that. But yeah, that looks a little bit better. And yeah, we've got more books, so why not? Let's chuck these down. And, you know, I imagine Balthazar to be, you know, really, really crazy about, like, reading books. So I sort of want to decorate his space with heaps and heaps of the stuff. God damn. That's okay. I'll redo it. I wasn't too happy with the placement of the books on the very top. So let's place this back down. Okay, good. I might start with this, just to be sure that I'm happy with the space, or happy with the placement, before we move on. I think I'm happy with that. Let's do something a bit tidier in the center. Yeah, always trying to figure out how I can make use of the slightly opened books. Can be a little bit tricky to get that in. We'll do the big urn here. Or should I do a big urn on the side? I don't know. I kind of liked it sitting in there. I have no idea what he's got stored up in there though. Do we do another leaning one there? I feel like if I do another one, it just looks a little bit too repetitive. Let's do another one of these. And one thick one. Maybe a couple more thick ones there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so obviously Balthazar's a big fan of reading. I could probably grab a few additional knickknacks for his room, aside from just more books. I could put like more books sort of just strewn about on the floor. I think that makes sense because, you know, he's just constantly reading and reading on stuff, you know. I think that would make a lot of sense. So yeah, stuff like that. So he's got a bit of a messy room, you know, giving him that sort of crazy scientist sort of vibe. So one thing that he doesn't have in here is a desk. Though, I suppose he doesn't exactly need one since he's got his lab in here. Yeah, this middle space here seems a little empty, but I might put a rug there. Let's go in with a few more books for these shelves, because they do seem a little empty. Oh, this is going to be tricky, trying to pick up the right pile of books. But I tell you what though, like, getting ready for populating, you know, shelves full of books, it's not easy. It's not, well, I don't want to say that it's expensive or anything, but it does require a lot of materials, so it ain't cheap. So, if you guys want to do this, expect it to be quite involved. I suppose I could, you know, do a better setup where I'm sort of utilizing more of my production stations. You know, having like more than one lab, for instance, or yeah, having a few of those production stations to be able to do things a lot faster. Let's do we have any more smaller volumes? Yes, we do. Not too much more, though. That's all of the smaller volumes gone. But I think the lab space is perhaps done. Maybe I can add a few more things in this little corner here. Maybe add a few more things up top, but I guess I don't really want to have too much stuff occupying every nook and cranny, because that might not look very good either. So how are we going for the books? We are looking pretty decent. We still have a few. Which means that I should be able to use some of what I have for Oswald's room, but I think I'm going to top up with a little bit more of the smaller volumes, since I've got plenty of the indigo plants and leather. Got a bit of paper now as well, so let's do, say, 10 of these.
Hope you'll return.
And yeah, let's work on Oswald's room. So I'm just looking at his space, and I sort of need to decide where the books are going to be. I think he needs a open book on his table. I think that'd look good. Don't know what he's studying. Perhaps maybe the art of blacksmithing or smelting or something along those lines. Yep, so top shelf, chock-a-block full. We probably don't need to do too much for the rest. Maybe just something like that, and maybe that. Then we'll put other stuff in the center. Where else? What else do we want to put? I think maybe the top shelf should be for books, and then we'll do other things elsewhere. Yeah, that looks decent. And maybe something similar over here. Might do like top and bottom shelf. This one's gonna be a little challenging. I sort of need a better angle. That was a mistake. I'm sort of thinking, is there a way for me to sort of climb up on something? Maybe I might need to make like a platform, but I think we'll be able to get it in there. Hopefully. One more. I feel a little bit bad for Alden and the bard, whose name I can never remember. Because they don't really have any place to sleep right now. Yeah, I don't know. That looks a little weird, doesn't it? I might live with just that. We can sort of move on to what's going on down below. Yeah, so I mean, look, the amount of books in here, it seems like Oswald's pretty studious himself. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to really be able to reach. Yeah, okay, from here. Can do it. That seems alright to me. Yeah, all of these shelves, they could actually take like these leaning books because their shelves are actually quite large. Okay, so I'm happy with that. I do want to inspect some of the other rooms that we've got going to see if there's any need for additional books because, you know, we've got all of the books and, you know, this has been book themed so far, so maybe we can just continue with that. I know this room is pretty empty, actually, so I feel like we need heaps of books here. Yeah, why not? Let's do books. More books. I reckon these would probably look good. Yeah, and these shelves here. Let's do another one right there. I feel like despite there being a couple of chandeliers, and really I don't understand why the chandeliers aren't providing more light, but I feel like I need a few candles here. So let's go talk to Cade once more, and I reckon I'll get like four more mounted candles, if I can bloody find the guy. Alright, we're gonna have to spawn him in again. I do suspect that some of our craftspeople just simply disappear after a certain time. Don't really understand why that's the case, but it feels that way. Yeah, I just feel like these corners especially need a bit of help. Yeah, not sure if that's actually in the right spot. Maybe I should just try and make it as symmetrical as I can from this side. That's 1, 2... Yeah, okay. Good times. Books. Let's do it. And I think what I'll do, it's tempting to put more books in these shelves, but I feel like maybe we don't want, like, book overload in this room. Perhaps maybe we could just put the books in some of these shelves, and not all of it, obviously, but we could put other knickknacks in there. But I feel like maybe, you know, dishes and stuff like that in here would be kind of cool. Since this is... Yes, it's like a guest room slash dining room as well. So, yeah, I think we'll do that. That way we'll be able to save on a few books. Get the smaller volumes in. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with what I see. We just need to play around with other stuff, obviously. So, I'll go to the other house, and I'll check on those rooms as well, and make sure that we've got enough books in all of these rooms. So, maybe starting with Athelan's room. Yeah, so she's got a few books already. I don't really know if I want to add, like, even more. Maybe adding more is probably going to do us a disservice, so yeah, let's not worry about Athelan's room. I think Athelan's room is fine. Let's check on Freya's room. So she's got a few books as well. Can she do with more? I reckon she can do with, like, a little bit more. Oh, and that's right, I've got the almanac that I wanted to place down somewhere in Balthazar's space. So we'll figure that out. Alright, I think I'm pretty happy with what we've got here. So... Ooh, this space needs a little bit of zhuzhing up, so let's add a little bit here. Okay, I think that should be enough. We'll try and, you know, get the space filled up with a few other bits and pieces. Which means I think we've ran out of rooms to place more books into. Which means that I can maybe stash some of my books away, and we'll use more books for another time. I want to just get that almanac in though, because I did make that for a reason. Yeah, we definitely had book overload. Let me also just give little Tiger the attention that he deserves. And we'll try and figure out what to do with the lost souls next. Unless we want to think about, you know, crafting additional knickknacks for the space. But I think what I'll do is I'll do all of the crafting off camera, and then we'll do the decorating on camera. What am I doing? Almanac. Almanac needs to go somewhere. I don't know, I was sort of thinking initially when I made it, it was gonna go somewhere in the lab. But the lab's quite crowded now. I could leave it there, but then does it make sense to have an almanac here in the library? It does kind of look pretty cool for the library space. Would it make sense for it to sit on top of like one of these shelves, for instance? Or here? Decisions. And I feel like I could make like a few more almanacs. I feel like almanacs look good in a lot of different spaces, but maybe what I'll do is I'll leave one here. You know, it feels like this is like a bag full of just scrolls and stuff like that. Magical scrolls, perhaps. I'm just gonna double check on how easy or how difficult it is to make almanacs. Because I sort of need to know what to prepare for that. That's the bard. Oh, here. Freya.
Here we go.
I think the almanacs are made from her. Yeah, okay, so we need a bit of paper for that. Plenty of string, which I do have quite a bit of string, to be honest, so it shouldn't really be too much of a problem. Paper, I think we've been making quite a bit of paper as the episode has progressed, so we should be able to make this. And I can place down maybe a couple more almanacs in different spots.
Oh, let's plant a seed. Anytime.
Hang on, why couldn't I make the last one? Or is it because I don't have space? Or...
The world is worth fighting for.
Oh, it's 25 paper. Okay, that's that's a lot of paper actually, if you think about it. So she's got an almanac here, and that's probably the first one that we ever crafted because we needed it to unlock stuff. But yeah, let's just play around with a couple of almanacs initially. If we want more, then I'll try and prepare more between episodes. Oh, I've run out of paper completely, I guess. I was gonna stash more in here, but... Nope. So, almanacs. Does it make sense to have an almanac in here? Maybe not. I'm thinking though... Does Balthazar have an almanac? Or a bunch of scrolls in his room? I think it would make sense. But maybe I'll drop that there. And we've got one more, which I could place in here. I think it would make a lot of sense that there's like a bunch of scrolls tucked away. Yeah, I think that kind of looks cool. It does make it a little bit harder to move around though. And when the doors open, it is actually a bit problematic, isn't it? Alright, I'm really happy with all the books, guys. And the library is looking really good. Maybe I can grab a couple of those fossils, if I can remember where the fossils are located in my storage. Fish fossil, yep. And I did pick up a fossil, I believe in the previous episode, and I'm just trying to remember where that is. Ah, here. So the sea lily fossil, the fish fossil. Again, I have no idea where to really find fossils, like, more accurately. But perhaps maybe that's something that I can do a little bit of research on. I was sort of thinking maybe if I can place a fossil in the small section. Or, sorry, the middle section here. But apparently I don't have any fossils. No suitable items available. What? How does that work? Medium fossil. Medium fossil. Okay, right. My bad. Alright, I'm gonna need to make some medium fossil displays. Do I want to do that and replace the current displays that we have? I don't know. Because we may find small fossils as we go. And instead of placing fossils down in those spaces, I could just place other things in there temporarily. So I think that's what I'll do. Anyway, just going to prepare ourselves for the next adventure. And that is looking for some of these lost souls, I would say. So let me just stash a few things away so we free up a little bit of space. It's antidotes. Antidote, I think I'll chuck antidote in here. I have no idea if antidote is also an ingredient that would be used in crafting other things. But anyway, I don't need the antidote on me right now, so I'll leave it. And yeah, we're gonna want to figure out where to go. So there are, I think, maybe a couple of lost souls within the areas that we can currently reach. Possibly. There must be another shroud route over there. I won't bother in this episode, but perhaps maybe the next one. Pure souls. I kept calling them lost souls for whatever reason. A fisher's tail. Cosmetic items. Okay, let's see if we can go to this area and find pure souls. and we see what happens from there. Obviously, with them, you know, coming to Wistful Fields with us, we're going to need to start thinking about accommodating people. Oh, cosmetic items. So, cosmetic items will be in various locations, I guess. Let's not worry about that just yet. Set as a waypoint, and I do want to take a look at the journal entry as well. Pure souls, so I guess there might be 3. The flame explained that your power has grown tremendously. You can now reclaim the souls of those who perished while untouched by the shroud of the elixir. Investigate the area marked on your map to search for clues. Or maybe it's just one person and there's like 3 clues. Possibly. Oh lord, okay, I slipped off there. We are not going in the right direction. Why is that? Pure souls, let's activate that quest. That's the issue right there. Okay, so let's see if we can glide as close as we can to where we need to be. Haven't really explored this area at all, have we? There seems to be a small town up there. I'm not sure if we've actually been there or not. I'm gonna try and stick to the mountaintops. Okay, I can't seem to get around. Perhaps maybe from here we'll have some luck. Fenring's Farm. Or Fenrig's Farm. Nice little farm, very quaint. I do like it. And it does remind me of Wistful Fields as well. I do like Wistful Fields for that reason. I'm still annoyed that we can't really make some of these farm-style fences ourselves. I won't worry about grabbing any of this stuff, or should I? Maybe I should. I don't particularly have, like, mushrooms, or very many mushrooms, so I'll grab the mushrooms, at the very least. Okay, so maybe there's a clue somewhere inside here. Don't know if that's the guy that we're looking for. We might be, like, reviving the person or something like that, or... Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what power we have exactly to try and bring back this pure soul. Fen. The wolves gotta go. Fenny, I've just about had it. For weeks now, I've been complaining about the wolves. They're getting braver by the day, prowling around the house at night. I promise by everything holy and good that I will leave you in the dust with nothing but rye and bean soup. Grab the axe and drive these wolves away at once. Okay. So... I guess he tried to fight off the wolves that were plaguing his little farm, but I'm guessing he didn't make it. So, somewhere this way. Yeah, I'm not really so much into grabbing the honey that we can get from those hives. I'm more interested in the wax, to be honest, because we keep needing to make plenty of candles. I assume we're going the right way. This could be a good opportunity for... Oh, we don't have like a wisp scroll or something like that. Oh, I guess I've got Wisp of Light here, but I don't need that. Yeah, there he is. Wolf Cave. Come at me, wolfies. Let's just have a quick look around first, in case there's anything else. That actually scared me. Can be a little bit difficult to see these guys in the dark. Okay. I think all that's left is to check in with this guy. Collect soul. Bring back the pure souls. Okay, so we've got his soul, apparently. Can I actually see it in the inventory, or... Not really. You've rescued a pure soul, summoned them in your base using a summoning staff. In the summoning staff menu, you can switch between different categories. Go to the assistants category and summon Fenrig. Speak to him afterwards. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and do that then. Yeah, I thought there would be a little bit more involved to try and get these pure souls, or lost souls, I've been calling them. Alright, so we need the summoning staff, and... Right, so we've got craftspeople, and then you can actually scroll to another category, which is the assistants. Fenrig Mills Jr. Oh, okay, and we've got some kind of different icon here. Normally you would see the silhouette of the person involved, but let's get him in.
Welcome.
Hello, sir. Where am I? You there. Watch out. There might still be wolves nearby. Oh, lords, protect me. I am no fighter. Never was, never will be. Well, you shouldn't have gone into the wolf's den then. If he knew that. I guess he had no choice. Alright, so he can apparently craft stuff for us. Huh. So he's just basically another farmer. So basically I don't need to go to, what's her name? The farmer, Freya, every single time I wanted to get stuff from her. Let's have a chat with him about some of this other stuff though. So, oh, actually, it is saying that we've got some new things here. Okay. Right. I thought we had seen all of these things before. Maybe they're a slightly different variant. I should actually try and work on getting some honey beehives. I wonder if I can get wax from there as well. Possibly.
Whoa.
The wolves are here. I'm surrounded. Help. Breathe slowly, Fenrig. You're no longer in that cave. You there. Did you save me? Praise be. What miracle. You took me from the howling dark and brought me here. Oh, I'll till your fields, water your crops. Finally, I can put down the axe and take up the sickle. Alright, does that suggest that he would actually do the farming for us and we wouldn't have to do the farming ourselves? I'm not sure. But anyway, where is everyone? I thought the Springlands were safe, but our fields are empty. Where did everyone go? Before I met my early end, Fort Kelvin was our bastion of hope. Have you been there? Is anyone left? Maybe someone like me, a lost soul, still holding on. Yep, okay. So there's probably our next lost soul there. Villager needs. My kind are simple folk. All we need is some food and a warm, sheltered bed. If you have a spare one, I'd gladly take it. Pick one and assign it to me with your summoning staff. Okay, yep, I will do that eventually.
Bye.
So, yeah, I sort of want to try and get this thing upgraded because I want to try and get ourselves to the mountaintops. Although, to strengthen the flame, it does say that we'll need some ice and wool and gentian and granite. So all of this stuff that I've never seen before, and I'm assuming we can get all of that stuff. Oh, he's just like sleeping in the middle of nowhere. Mate, at least go in one of the houses and sleep on the floor. Come on. Okay, he's just like gone ahead and slept there. At least some of the other guys that don't have beds, they don't just like simply lie down and sleep anywhere. Alright. Gonna have a quick sleep since it's getting dark. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe we want to try and venture out to the mountaintops or mountain peaks or whatever it's called. So, yeah, it says there that I need to reach the mountain cave passage. We might actually look into doing that in the next episode, to be honest, because we've been doing a lot of decorating in this one. So it's probably good to mix things up. I mean, I could get into the decorating a little bit more because it is really addictive, but it might not be for everyone. So let's mix it up and let's go out there. Let's do some proper exploring and looking at stuff that we've never seen before. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode, guys. If you did, chucking a like down below definitely helps out quite a bit. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Otherwise, stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.